in clouds and thunder. Colonial Heights calls him the storm hunter. Moderate Motley with his camera in hand. Vegeta hairline, but he's still the man. Tornadoes spin, lightning cracks. He streams it live, there's no looking back. Moderate Motley, the storm chaser king. Hairline high, but he's owning that thing. Live from Virginia, he's out in the fray. Moderate Motley, streaming all day. Windshield wipers slap like a drummer in a band. Storms roll in, he's got the upper hand. Balding or not, he's fearless and loud. Moderate Motley stands out in the crowd. Cyclone swirl, the rain won't quit, but he's out there laughing, doesn't give a bit. Hairline like Vegeta, but let's get real. It's the size of his courage that seals the deal. Moderate Motley, the storm chaser king. Hairline high, but he's owning that thing. Live from Virginia, he's out in the fray. Moderate Motley, streaming all day.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Good to see y'all. Hope y'all are doing good. Don't know who's all watching right now. Haven't been looking at the moment. Because I am solo right now, so I am going to. That car just ran that red light. I'm going to be keeping my eyes off the chat a little bit until we get stopped. But luckily, everything's local right now today, so we're going to be chilling. A good majority of the day, we're going to be just chilling, watching these storms roll in. Right now, we got a ton of special weather statements moving in the area. We'll see if any of them go severe. We will see. We will have to keep an eye out on it. Also, X, or any of the mods, or yeah, actually X, can you share the live stream into the Discord live channel and tag everyone? I didn't do that yet. What's up, Alex? What's up, Michael? What's up, LeVar? What's going on, guys? Oh, don't forget to hit those like buttons, please. What's up, Trust Zone? Oh, wow. Ooh. What's up, Trust Zone? What's up, Christopher? Feels good in the UK, don't it? Very cold. Very cold in the UK right now. But it feels all like AC, you know? What's up to Ron Lewis? Just trying to keep the algorithm pumping here, Chris. It's going to be a very low. Why do we have no signal out here, man? Why do we have no signal out here right now? It's strange. Like I said, it'll be lower viewership today. It's a marginal risk day, and it's going to be local. I don't expect huge audience or anything. But we're gonna be chilling, looking at some storms, maybe capture a little shelf cloud or something. What's up, Andy? No, we have a heat wave. No, I was just being sarcastic. My friend X Traits, the moderator in the chat, he's from the UK, and I hear him talking about it a lot. What's up, Mr. Master? What's going on? Getting really dark and dimwitty. You can't hear what I'm saying because my internet sucks. You said getting really dark and dimwitty. Yeah, I'm kind of heading in that direction, but not quite in that direction, if that makes sense. We'll go down here and peek at it a little bit and see what this special weather statement looks like moving in. They might actually let it expire, but we'll see. We will see. We got tons of storms moving in behind it. Could be a long day of like pop-up storms that have special weather statements, or could even possibly go severe. The storm that's moving in right now that we're heading towards was looking favorable for, you know, going severe, but it's just kind of died out. See what happens. I see there's almost 20 of y'all in here. Don't forget to hit those like buttons. Well, y'all can't hear what I'm saying because my internet sucks again. Don't forget to hit those like buttons. I see there's some of y'all joining in here, almost 30 people now. It's gonna be really hard to probably hit 100 likes today, but we'll try it. Let's try to get those 100 likes. Heading towards a special weather statement out here, getting ready to run over the Dinwiddie area. Trying to see the cloud base on it. Let's see if we can see a shelf or something. What's up, Chasing for a Cause? Good to see you. We can do it. We always do. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm has not really been on my side lately, though. To be honest, but it hasn't really been for a lot of YouTubers. Lately, it's been weird. A lot of channels getting low viewership. I'm not going to like name drop, but a lot of channels getting low viewership lately. And I'm sure people are just exhausted. When you do stuff like this, like I know it seems like impressive or cool that, like, you know, I'm going on going on like a 4-day chase-a-thon right now, and while that seems like a great thing for YouTube algorithm and analytics, there's a lot of people that get burnt out watching. You know what I mean? Like, I've watched this guy for 4 days in a row. There's no reason to watch him anymore. Like, especially on a day that's a marginal risk day, like the level 1, and people just sit out that event, you know, and things like that. So it's a very strange dynamic. But getting into YouTube, you gotta learn a little bit about psychology too. What keeps people watching, what they want to see, how often they watch, you know, what's the best times for people to tune in. Like, it's all a psychology, honestly. It's really strange. As you do this longer, you'll learn it. But so yeah, if I like chasing today, and if I chase tomorrow, like on a marginal risk day, tomorrow's viewership will even be lower than today. Very odd. What's up, Hallwin? Good to see you. I see there's almost 40 people in here. Don't forget to hit those like buttons. If you're just coming in to say hi and then leave or whatever, just hit the like on the way out of the door. You got stuff to do today. That's all I ask. Try to get to 100 likes before we hit a 1 hour mark. And there's a nice cell out there in Farmville that's trying to move in behind this too, right into the same path. So we'll see what happens. Like, I think we have plenty of opportunity to get some storms today compared to yesterday. Yesterday was mostly like us just chasing around rain and stuff. I think today's gonna be a little different. I think we're gonna actually see some storms. up, Angela? Good to see you. I wonder if they'll let us get a view from the library. I wonder if we can see from the library. There's really not anywhere to park over here, though. Just trying to keep this field on the right side. Not much, Angela, just chilling right now. Driving around and getting ready to look at some thunderstorms moving in. Yeah, there's really not a parking spot to sit. We got a fence in the way. Some cornfields, though. I'm trying to get a view on the storm moving in. There's more fields down this road. We'll go down here and take a look. What's up, David? Getting them races done before the storms move in. Yeah, you got a little bit of rain coming in. Got a bit of rain coming in. I don't know if I'm too far from the storm or not, but I don't see that because the temperature dew point spread is okay. So I would think that the LCLs would be low. But I'm not seeing a shelf or anything on this. Let's see if we move closer to it and see if we see a shelf. What up, Biddy? Archer Master, thanks for that update. Appreciate it. What's up, Trisha? Good to see you. As always, good to see you. Y'all don't forget to smash that like button. Try to get the algorithm on our side today. There's lightning on the storm too. What's up, Coffee? Good to see you. I see there's almost 50 y'all in here. It's a pretty good turnout so far. Y'all don't forget to hit those like buttons, please. don't see any structure on this storm at all. Very strange. It is getting windy out here in Dinwiddie. I can see the gusts. Oh, it's more than warm out here. Yeah, it's pretty hot out here. Trying to stay out a little bit in front of this line to see if it goes severe or something. Is the glitching AI generated? It seems that way sometimes. Dude, why are we having traffic up here at this roundabout? Roundabouts are supposed to keep traffic low. Also, if anybody is familiar with Evan Freiberger, go look at his channel and see if he's live. I'm pretty sure he went live, and let him know that I'm live today. I don't know if he knows I am. It could just give him an extra view if he wants to show viewers, but I don't think he's covering Virginia today, honestly, with the marginal threat, but it's worth a shot. Help him out, give him a camera. XM Bob says storms rolling through central Virginia, but they ain't that bad. Yeah, they're kind of mild right now. Kind of mild, but we're staying out from this line here to see if it will go severe warned. It did have a special weather statement on it for 40-mile-an-hour winds and pea-sized hail, but that special weather statement has led to expire. But now this thing is starting to come into more of a line storm. We're going to see what happens as it tracks more east. We'll stay with this thing as long as we need. I see there's almost 60 of y'all in here. Don't forget to hit those like buttons, please. Appreciate everybody for joining in. Really coming down in Chester. E-Cup, thanks for that information. I can see a big old cell up there in Chesterfield right now with some high DBZ values on it. So yeah, I can see that it's raining pretty good there. We need to hop out in front of this thing in Dinwiddie. Should have just went south. I should have just went down to Dinwiddie more. We can probably get to 460 maybe. It might go severe warned or something before 460. We can see, but we have tons of little pop-up storms behind this line that we're on right now in Virginia currently. So there's a chance we get some decent storms today that we see on stream. What's up, Scott? Yeah, I see Chester's getting pounded. But this area down here is about to get pounded too. I just left home. I just went live 15 minutes ago. But I live around this area, so this is where I started at. I have a feeling that when this line comes together, it's going to get pretty nasty here in a little bit. Hopewell's about to get a ton of rain shortly. Hopewell and Enon area is about to get a ton of rain shortly. Yeah, the mountains definitely play a big role in these storms out here. It's starting to thunder now in Dinwiddie. Yeah, I'm seeing some lightning signatures on the radar. Only see a couple of them, nothing too crazy. Trying to get y'all a view, trying to get y'all a little bit of structure on here. He didn't like the Moist Motley name? Who did? Motley's calling you all sorts of good names. Why don't he like the Moist Motley name? I mean, Evan, if you can hear me right now, I mean, it's only $1 a month. You can sign up for my membership. You can become a Moist member. Nothing wrong with that. We can call you Moist Fryburger. I think that's a catchy jingle. Foo MM says you stay behind by my house on streams. Yeah, I'm a local dude. I've met a lot of people that that watch me around here. That sometimes you feel like, I think everybody has this feeling sometimes. Sometimes everybody feels like they're in a simulation, right? Where like you're like the only person that exists and everything else around you is just like a part of like I don't know, like everybody's NPCs or something, and then you like meet people that like watch you or something online, and they want to like take a picture with you or shake your hand or something, or like ride along with or something, and then it starts to like set in like, oh, you're not the only person that out there exists, it's kind of weird. I get like that sometimes. Sometimes obviously I don't know. Y'all see me as more of like a people person, but in the background, like in my head, I feel like I'm not that much of a people person. Like y'all can see me interact with people and stuff, and talk to people in the chat and everything, but like I've always been kind of like a shy person in a way. I don't have no problem meeting people, but like I've always been kind of like a shy person. Like honestly, I had the interview with 12 on your side, right? Derek, thanks for becoming a member, dude. Appreciate that. Big support. Thank you so much, Derek. Like I became when I started doing the storm chasing thing online, and my name started getting out there, right? They interviewed me on 12 on your side, and the first interview, because I had a couple interviews with them, but the first one I had, the guy asked me, he said, right before we started filming, he was like, "Are you nervous at all?" He's like, "'Cause you don't seem like it," and I was like, "No, not at all." And he was like, "Interesting." I was like, "Yeah, it is, because if this was like me publicly speaking or something, like if I was going onto a stage and I could physically see, like my audience, I would probably feel a little like anxious, right? Like public speaking is like one of my fears. But I have no problem coming on here and like put myself on camera and speaking to like the same audience. Just I can't physically see you. All I see is a number amount, right? And sometimes I have hundreds of people in here. There's been a few times we've had almost 1,000 people watching, so and it doesn't make me feel any different. But then, like, also I told the guy doing the interview, I said, if we were interviewing about anything else in the world, I probably would feel anxious. But since it's about something I'm passionate about, you know, about weather, I feel a little at ease, if that makes sense, right? So it's just got, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. I see there's about 90 of y'all in here. If you would, it would help me out a ton. Please smash that like button. I'm trying to get to 100 likes before we hit 1 hour. I don't know where we're at on likes, but I think we're kind of far from it. Usually around this time, about half hour into the live stream, we are about, I don't know, about 40 or 50 likes. Something like that. I don't know where we're at yet. I might just go to Hopewell and get ran over by this storm that just went through Chester. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably just go to Hopewell, guys, and just let this storm in Hopewell, like moving towards Hopewell, run over me. And then just wait for the next round to come behind. Because it doesn't look like we're going to catch this line on 460. We are at 60 likes. Wow, that's actually pretty good. I appreciate it. All we need is like 40 more, guys. We need 40 more in the next 45 minutes. Ouch. Ouch. I really want to go to Oklahoma and Texas and chase tornadoes. So do I, dude. So do I. It's an expensive thing to do, though. One day on this channel, we will get there. We will definitely get there. But I can tell you one thing right now. I got to get to Hopewell ASAP. This system is moving a lot faster than I thought it was. This guy's in the middle of the intersection. Let's go, Light. Let's go. John Boy, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Appreciate your support. Welcome to being a Moist member. In case anybody doesn't know, memberships... Oh, this guy's not going to let me over. Yes, he will. In case anybody doesn't know, my memberships are starting at $1. 99 cents a month. And I have a bunch of exclusive content. Sometimes we play video games while, you know, doing members only content, things like that. So there's plenty of members only content already accessible for those of you that are becoming members, and there's plenty more content in store in the future. I'm not sure, Christopher. Maybe just fees or something. It's a little stingy for YouTube because they already take a portion of that money. Like, I charge $1 for my memberships, right? They take 30 cents from me from that $1. So from the memberships, I only actually get like 70 cents or so. Guys, we are about to close in on Hopewell soon. Trying to get there before this heavy rain hits Hopewell. It's moving through Chester and Enon as we speak. Crossing Route 1, that storm cell with all the heavy rain on it, it's moving across Route 1 and 95 right now. 95 probably looks like a disaster up there near Chester. It's going to be moving into the direction of Hopewell in the next 10 minutes, and we should be there in about 8 minutes. So we are going to see how heavy this rain is that everyone was talking about smacking into Chester. And then after that, we got more chances of storms rolling in behind this that are coming from the Farmville area and the mountains. So I think we're going to have a pretty lengthy night as long as storms stay organized. I'm seeing some lightning. You know, y'all know I like to shoot lightning strikes on stream. I like to take my Canon camera out and my GoPro out and film lightning strikes and all that. We'll also see if we can see some shell clouds or something. John Boy, thank you so much for gifting 50 memberships, dude. Wow, y'all give John, is that 50 members? 50 members. That is a huge thing, bro. Thank you so much for that. Big support. If anybody is coming in here that just received a membership from John Boy 777, please be sure to give him a thank you. Please be sure to give him a thank you. Very kind. Like, it's actually a huge thing. I mean, John Boy can either donate $50 to like the creator, or he can decide to use that $50 to help other people out. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you once again, John. That's really cool of you, dude. Got a lot of support this month. Now with John Boy's about 400 members. You probably didn't hear me because the signal was cutting in and out. But after that gifted membership thing that he just did, that John did, we are about like 400 this month. I can't thank everyone enough. Guys, I want y'all to bear with me for a little bit though, because we are about to drive past the military base over here at Fort Greg Adams, and the internet connection and the data around here is very spotty. So just bear with me. Once we pass the base, we should be and get right back into Hopewell. We should get return to like decent cell signal. So we'll see what happens. I know it's kind of in and out right now, and it's about to get a little worse. So just bear with me. Don't leave the stream. Give it like 3 minutes or so. It'll work itself out. If you're in Dinwiddie right now, you're probably getting slammed with a lot of heavy rain, and it's moving. That storm cell is moving in the track of Stony Creek in Sussex. And I warned or a short statement short. Hello, Camilla. How you doing? Oh yes, there's some gusty winds on this. I can see the trees blowing. Nothing too crazy yet, but it should get pretty wild out here in Hopewell in a second. We can get here in time. We're about 4 or 5 minutes out from Hopewell. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Don't forget to hit those like buttons. Also, if you just received a membership from John Boy 777, please be sure to thank him for doing that. Definitely a very kind thing to do. Didn't have to do that. He could have spent the $50 somewhere else. Instead, he decided to give out memberships to everyone in here, and it was all at random. So, Connection should be returned. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe John Boy 777 also has a channel that I tuned into the other day. Very respectable streamer. I respect what he does. Pretty cool videos too. You should go check him out. I believe it's the same person. I'm just looking at the picture and the name, and it looks like the same person. I could be mistaken, but I'm almost 90% certain that it's the same person. So y'all go check out his channel. It's the least y'all could do for him gifting out memberships. I see there's over 120 people in here. Don't forget to hit those like buttons, please. Trying to get to 100 likes before an hour broadcast. We're about a half hour in. I don't even know where we're at on likes yet. Haven't been able to look since I'm not pulled over. Oh, he said it is him? I knew it. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for doing that, man. We're getting here just in time. I can see the I can see the rain curtains up here in Hopewell. We're getting here just in time. So by the time we get up here past this bridge and into the city of Hopewell, we should start seeing some really heavy precip. And some gusty winds too, so. Let me look at velocities real quick, because that storm out there in Dinwiddie moving towards the Sussex area looks like it's got a bit of a hook on it. It's throwing an outflow boundary out too. I don't see much in the way of a velocity couplet or anything. Could just be an outflow dominant storm. Looked like it was forming a decent hook on it. We'll have to keep our eye on that storm. Hopefully we've got everybody pulled over today. Better get out your boots. Yeah. XM Vibes, you should have been in here the other day when we were driving through Bellwood on Route 1 towards southern Richmond. The whole Route 1 was flooded. I was like literally looking for escape routes everywhere, and it happened in an instant. Like within 20 minutes of rainfall, it happened within 20 minutes. It was just like the whole road was flooded. Fire department had to get out there and block off traffic. We were trying to find escape routes. It was getting pretty wild. It's Friday traffic, yeah. Got a lot of stuff moving in behind this too, guys. Once this storm is blown over, don't go anywhere, all right? Don't go anywhere, because it looks like we have a potential for more severe weather coming in for the rest of the evening. A lot of stuff blowing in from the Farmville and the mountainous areas west of us. Today looks like it could be more active than it was yesterday. Strange enough. I know we were driving through rain majority of the day yesterday in northern, like just north of Richmond. We tried to chase in Maryland where it was getting really active, but we couldn't quite make it to Maryland. We got to like Nova, as the traffic was so bad. We drove 2.5 hours up there, and then had to turn around and come 2.5 hours back. And then a tornado warning went up in Colonial Beach area. It was a confirmed tornado warning. I didn't look too much into it. I'm going to assume it was just like a homeowner or something that you know, seen some gusty winds or something out of the window. But yeah, it's getting ready to get heavy here. The rain's getting ready to get heavy. But we were like, I don't know, 18 miles or so away from that tornado warning, and there was just no way we were going to catch it in time. We got skunked pretty hard last night. We did, though, the highlight of the day. However, we did see lightning strike a transformer on the power line poles right next to us, within like, I don't know, 50 meters away. I have a video I posted of that on my Instagram and on my Facebook, and I think it's on my YouTube Shorts also. We're just driving along, and like on our right side, the passenger side of the car, lightning strikes immediately. I thought it like hit a tree or something right next to us, but we slowed the video down afterwards, and you can see it hit the transformer. Big old power flash. It didn't look quite as bright on the camera, like on the video that I got, as it was in person. In person, it was a lot brighter. On camera, it just looked like a little bit of like a spark, but in person, it was very bright. I see we got about 130 people in here. I appreciate everybody for joining in. Right now, we're currently driving through Hopewell, Virginia, intercepting a little bit of rain right now. This storm was heading into the area with a special weather statement on it. It's kind of broke up a bit here now, but there's a lot more activity going on for the rest of the evening that could be blowing into the area. So we're going to be live for a bit, I think. I appreciate everybody for joining in, and don't forget to hit those like buttons. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. I am a local storm chaser in Virginia, but I do go other places like North Carolina from time to time, and I do go to like Maryland. We've been to Pennsylvania before on stream too. We try to get around as much as we can. I don't get paid much from YouTube, guys. We don't get paid much on YouTube, and even with YouTube, we get paid, you know, once a month. So I don't get to see all that money until like the end of the month. It's hard to get around a lot and do this for a living. That being said, if anybody wants to contribute to the chase today for food or for gas, there is a PayPal and Cash App available. Those links are down in the description, or a mod might throw them in the chat. You can donate to one of those, and I can access those funds immediately. Also, X, I seen your message about the emojis. I appreciate that, dude. We will get that sorted out. We will take a look and see what we got. I added one more emoji slot earlier today, but now that we just got 50 more members, we probably have like 1 or 2 slots available now. So we're gonna have to generate some new ones. Guys, did anybody see what Evan said when I said he can become a moist member? It would be pretty funny if like John Boy did gift that 50 and Evan ended up getting a membership, because he said he didn't like the moist name. I think he was like clowning my membership name. It would be funny if like he was just joking about that, and then all of a sudden John Boy dropped that 50 gifted subs, and Evan ended up receiving one. That would have been hilarious, because we were just joking about Evan becoming a moist member. Stuff is starting to die out a little bit. We're gonna get up here in the City Point area and see if it looks any different. Might even track across this bridge here in Hopewell. Even though I don't like bridges during rain and stuff, we might just track across this bridge here and move towards the Enon area, because Enon's got some really heavy rain. Maybe go down Route 1 a bit, see what it looks like. Hey, I see some people got a gifted membership from John Boy. Thanks for coming in here and giving him a thank you. Definitely a cool thing for him to do. Yeah, a lot of members this month. Really helps me out a lot. And this storm cell has definitely died out a bit. Definitely died out quite a bit. I can hear thunder, but it's not a whole lot going on with the wind and rain. The thing is just really raining itself out. I made a bad judgment. I thought the northern part of the storm was going to be, keeping its act together, and the southern part of the storm was going to die out. But it's actually quite the opposite. And we went the opposite direction of it. The bottom portion of the storm right now that's heading out towards Sussex still looks like it's got a decent little inflow notch on it, and it looks like it's staying pretty healthy. That's getting ready to run right over Stony Creek area here in a bit. And we got some storms out there in Blackstone, which are not very far away from us at all, that are going to be moving in shortly. Where are we at on likes, guys? Have we already hit 100 likes? We are closing in on 1 hour of the stream. Are we at almost 100 likes yet? All right, so my mom is out in Enon, and she said the sun is already coming out. Save yourself a trip. Okay, so good thing I won't have to drive across this bridge in the rain. So the sun looks like the area we're going towards. My mom is reporting out there in Enon that the sun is already coming out. So, and just what I'm seeing on radar, it's just kind of dying out. The best shot we have for anything right now would be just to drive back to where we were at earlier, and get ready for those storms that are moving in from the Blackstone area. Thank you, Mom, for that update. What's up, Knight? We've had about 40 gifted memberships on this channel this month, or 400 gifted memberships on this channel this month so far. And it's surprising to see, like, my mom didn't get one of them either. I think it should go off of, like, the most active people in the community rather than, like, just random. Just to be fair, you know? There's a lot of active people I know that, are in here all the time. They have still not been gifted a membership. What's up, Sonya? Good to see you. lot, Kay. Hope you're doing good. Hope you got off work and everything's going smoothly. And I hope your day at work was good. I love you. Sorry, guys, I didn't have signal. Goes from being rainy to like nothing at all. We'll pull up in the Smiles with Joy thing real quick just to take a look at some radar and that kind of thing before we get moving anymore. Back up like this. I don't want to be pressing my luck too much with driving and reading and stuff. I'm not supposed to be doing that. All right, let's see what Kay said. That's interesting, Sonia. Yeah, I think X and them put it in the Discord live chat. I'm not sure. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Is this system heading towards Newport News? All these systems are heading towards Newport News, but I don't know if they're going to actually be like significant by the time they reach Newport News. I can't give you that forecast, unfortunately. But yes, Newport News area, Virginia Beach, the coast is definitely under a marginal risk threat today. So the chances of seeing a thunderstorm at some point this evening is decent enough. Okay, so I would definitely be paying attention to the weather as much as possible today. A marginal threat is only level 1. It's not a big deal, but it's definitely enough to want to be paying attention to the weather. The threat outline today is mainly for damaging wind and heavy rain. There seems to be a force field around our area. Yeah, it's just Virginia's been dry lately. But yeah, we got some stuff right now coming through Nottoway and Blackstone, heading down 460. It's gonna be coming in this area here shortly. We are not far from that getting into the area. And then we got we got a lot of stuff moving in, guys. A lot of stuff moving in. All the way back into Christiansburg, like all the way back into the mountains. So we could be live for a while. I just don't know how intense any of these storms are going to be yet. I have not seen a single severe thunderstorm warning go up in Virginia yet. It's been a lot of special weather statements, which are still decent enough to knock down, trees and like, weak stuff that's attached to your house, and maybe your flower pot or something might get knocked over with wind, and some pea-sized hail or so. But wait, I'm supposed to be turning my radar Omega location on. There we go. We could use some rain. Yeah, rain is needed all over Virginia right now. It's been pretty bad. A decent cell popped up out of nowhere last night around 9. We're out there towards the Newport News area. After my chase yesterday, I just went ahead and went home and just like kind of relaxed for the evening. trying to keep my eye on that storm that's moving towards Sussex, because that thing still looks pretty healthy, but with the recent scans, I'm not convinced that it will go severe. Do you have family in G-Town? I know a couple of Motleys. Ha ha ha. No, I don't. No, not really. It's odd because you don't hear the last name Motley often, but for some reason there's a lot of Motleys in this area, right? On like the eastern side of the states. And I've been asked by a lot of people if I have, kin over in this place and that place. No, I think like the only Motleys left in the family are me and my grandfather. And our side of the family, I think the only Motleys left in the family are me and my grandfather. Once me and my grandpa are gone, we don't have anybody to take on our last name. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. My mom was watching. She'd be able to tell you more. What's up, Justin? My welcome in ads today were Bojangles. Okay, that's good. Ultra running shoes. I'm not sure about those. And O'Reilly Auto Parts, and they're decent. I prefer Advanced Auto Parts. Now, if O'Reilly's wants to go through with a sponsorship, I will be glad to tell my viewers that I shop at O'Reilly's instead of Advanced. But I'm just being honest since I'm not sponsored. Go ahead and head back towards the Dinwiddie area. Yeah, let's do that. You work at Advanced? Yeah, I like Advanced Auto Parts better than most of the auto stores. AutoZone used to be my place, but that place kind of sucks now. But hey, if they want to sponsor me, they don't suck. You know what I mean? Whatever you got to do to pay the bills. All right, son. Thanks for joining in. Hope to see you in a little bit. Yeah, I'll take a discount. I need some break soon. The CRV. It's a 2011 Honda CRV EXL. I don't know if you whatever reason the signal was really bad there. I was basically just saying I'll take a discount. Yeah, I need some brakes. I can't even speak because the signal is just so bad right now. As I was saying before we cut out of the signal, I like a discount. I can't. I'll talk to you about it later on Discord. Chasing for calls. I'll talk to you later about it in Discord. SSS Sound says, I just got a membership. Just want to drop in here and say thanks. Why every time I speak the signal cuts out? Sounds, I don't know if you can hear me, but you were gifted a membership from John Boy 777. He came in here and dropped 50 memberships. So welcome to being a membership of the channel. Thank you so much for your support. And also be sure to thank John for giving out those memberships. We're going to go ahead and roll the window back up. It's starting to rain a little bit. Williamsburg and Gloucester are about to get hit with here shortly. Nothing too crazy. Signal is fine. It was showing me the signal is red. Whoa, is John still in here? John, are you still in here? I just realized that John just sent me a $50 donation. So he gave a $50, he gave $50 worth of memberships in here to people in the chat, and also just gave out a $50 donation. Big respect for John. Thank you so much. That covers the gas money for today. I really appreciate that, John. I hope you're still in here. Big respect to John, guys. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but if any of the mods know John's channel and can link his channel in the chat here, so that way some of the viewers in here can go check him out. John also does weather coverage, and he talks a lot about very informative weather topics like hail, thunderstorms, all kinds of different things that you can learn from. Especially if anybody in here is aspiring to be a storm chaser or a meteorologist or something, you can channel. Trissa, I'm leaving Hopewell now. I'm going to go towards the Dinwiddie area again, back where we just left, because another storm is moving from the Blacksburg area, or Blackstone, not Blacksburg, Blackstone. I want to kind of get my eye on that a little bit. Yes, that's who it is. It's JohnBoy777, but trying to find his channel. I don't know if you can find his. Hold on a minute. Evan's calling. Give me a second, guys. Yo, what up? You still live?
Yeah, I'm still live.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, I see that you're looking at a massive thunderstorm, a beautiful storm. Can you tell us what you're seeing? Explain it to us.
Wait, Evan, I think you're behind a little bit.
No. It says live over here. You're near Petersburg?
Yeah, I'm near Petersburg. I was facing towards a storm earlier that was moving out. It's moving out towards the Sussex area, but I believe it's going to just kind of fizzle out. It looked nice at first. It had a decent little inflow notch, and I was going to go after it, but it just doesn't look very convincing anymore. I'm now focused on out there in the Blackstone area, heading back west. Those storms coming from the Blackstone, Nottoway area are going to be moving into the area here shortly. I'm about to put myself in position for those.
Oh, interesting. Well, we are looking forward to seeing the views.
Well, tell us what you think about what the days look like, because it is only a marginal day, but these storms popped up as a surprise. We had like 7 special weather statements before I decided to go live. Nothing severe yet. What do you think? It's looking like?
Go west. Good to go west. Head over towards Blackstone. I mean, let me look at the. This is supposed to be me interviewing you. What the heck? Now I'm looking at meso-analysis.
Exactly.
There's a little bit of a capping inversion, but you do have storms challenging that. Storm relative velocity is around 50 near Petersburg, so maybe a brief little spin up isn't completely impossible.
Good deal, because I'm out here.
Lapse rates are. I mean, you could probably still see some severe weather. Let me check the forcing. There's not a whole lot of forcing, so that's going to be your main bugaboo today. Is that storms just might not mature. It's okay, Regina. I appreciate it on the YouTube. Thank you so much. But all right. That yeah, I like the way that little storm looks like in Blackstone though. So I'm gonna go check that out.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm heading. Yeah, I'm heading west right now. That's what I'm targeting. We'll see what happens. I guess. I guess if you're gonna be live for a little bit, we might have a shot to see something.
Yeah, I'll be live for a little bit.
Awesome, cool, man.
For sure.
Did you receive a membership?
All right. Membership.
Yeah, because somebody was joking saying that you didn't like the name of my membership being called Moist, and then some guy came in and dropped 50 memberships.
Oh.
So I was hoping you received one.
I was telling my chat that it would be really cool if your membership was or like you called your fans the Motley Crew.
Yo,
and then someone came in and said Moist Motley, and they didn't say any context, and I was like, Moist Motley? I didn't even know that was the name of your memberships.
Yeah, I didn't really think about the Motley Crue situation. I've just heard it so much in my life that I just feel like I'd be overplaying it, but maybe I could, change that.
Yeah. I mean, it's your channel. I'm not going to say anything. You can make the decision yourself, but
yeah.
I mean, both work. Moist Motley really does stick in your brain quite well.
True, and a lot of people don't like that word. It kind of gives them the ick, so.
That's exactly why it works.
Exactly. All right, dude. Well, just keep in touch if you need me.
All right, man. Good luck out there.
Thanks, dude.
All right, peace.
Peace. All right, guys. That was Evan Freiberger. I'm sure a lot of y'all are familiar with who Evan Freiberger is, and if you're not, go check his channel out. Evan Freiberger has over 100,000 subscribers. He has covered more tornado warnings and severe warnings in the entire country than anybody else on YouTube to date. He goes live for even low-risk days like today, so that's why I respect him, because a lot of times the Mid-Atlantic and other regions in the states don't get covered enough unless people are seeing gigantic tornadoes. They think that's all that needs to be shown, and it's really not. So I always respect Evan. We work together a little bit, and he's helped me a lot. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have overlays and stuff on my screen. So Evan's a really cool dude, and he does his job very well. So if you want to, go check him out. Go give him a like, subscribe, and if any mods know Evan's channel and can link his channel into the chat below, that would be awesome, so that way people can easily access it. I see there's over 150 people in here. Thanks for joining in. And don't forget to hit that like button, please. Moist Man Motley. Sound says I like Evan. Yeah, Evan's really good, dude. Like I was talking about like a month ago when he took a break, I was Sorry, everyone. I don't know if we're back or not, if y'all can hear me. Hopefully the signal is regaining consciousness. The military base just does not like cell signal. I don't know if we're back yet, but like I said, we passed that military base, it always is a dead zone. We are back. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that update there, Chris. Do these storms want to get their act right, or are they just going to keep breaking apart? This has got to be the longest light I've ever sat in my life. If I knew today was going to be this active, I would have probably just grabbed a ride along and went down to North Carolina. North Carolina's had a ton of severe thunderstorm warnings today. I was not expecting it to be this active. Ethan says, might as well get a ride down here to North Carolina. I need a ride along. Need that ride along for a trip like that. We usually plan for chases in other states ahead of time. This was all out of surprise. I didn't think I was going to go live today. The only reason why I decided to is because I seen like 7 special weather statements go up in Virginia at one time, moving this direction. So I was like, why not? Why not? We might get a chance to see something today. We might get a little chance. What I might do is go down Adams Street and then go back down through Dinwiddie the back way to avoid all these stoplights. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, that's probably exactly what I'll do. I want to avoid these stoplights. We got time to get there. get down there quickly. Maybe going down 85 or Boynton Plank Road is probably the move. Thanks everybody for joining in today. Thanks for hitting that like button. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I see we're closing in on 5,850. We are so close to 5,850. I think we need like 7 or 8 more people to subscribe to get that 5,850. We have gained like over 1,000 subscribers this month. That's probably a long ride to get to North Carolina. It's not too bad. It's really not that bad, honestly. It depends. Let's see. If I was to go to like Halifax, which is not really anything going on right now. If I were to go to like Halifax or something, it would only take me about an hour to get there, going south down 95. But if I wanted to get somewhere like Henderson or Durham, now that's a different story. Out there in Durham and in that area, it would take me a couple hours to get there, and that's where all the action's happening right now in North Carolina. So yeah, that would take a bit of preparation for that. Did I already just pass Adams Street? I think I already passed Adams Street. So that means we gotta go this way. And this is the problem I was trying to avoid by going down Adams Street, is getting through these stoplights. We still got time though. We still got time. Do you chase in Philly area? Odd enough, let me show you something real quick. Odd enough, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and I have never been to Philly before. I had an opportunity to go yesterday. I could have just went yesterday. We could have just made the chase instead of being Maryland. The Maryland chase yesterday, we could have just made that a Philly chase, because that was still in the slight risk outline. There may be a possibility in the future, like during winter season, if they get any good snow, I might go up there for like a winter storm chase, because I am looking for an excuse to go to Philly, and not just to watch the football games, but like, you know, maybe a decent system rolls in or something. They're calling for 8 or more inches of snow in Philly or something like that. We might just make a trip out of it. Because I think it ain't but 4 hours away down 90, like going 95 or 95 north. I've passed Philly going to North Carolina, or not North Carolina. I've passed Philly going to New York City, and I've seen the stadium off of 95, but I've never actually like stopped there. We're gonna try to get out there as much as possible, like just different places as time goes on. It's just really hard being like, this is a hobby of mine. It's not a really a paid career or anything yet. So with it just being a hobby for me, it's really hard for me to spend a lot of money that I don't have to go out and chase a lot of, you know, places that are far away. But we will one day on this channel get like a great, you know, like the Great Plains chases. We'll get like the Midwest and things like that. This is my buddy that owns this Utz route right here. I'll honk at him. He didn't even see me. He looked over at the car and just like looked behind me. I used to have a bread route. I used to help a friend with a bread route, Pepperidge Farms. And that guy that we just passed was a guy that we used to work around all the time, doing like the Utz chip packaging and things like that. Yeah, I mean, many of these storms were not great either in Maryland. We got up there and we realized what we were looking at was just a bunch of heavy rain and maybe a little wind risk there, but nothing that worked itself up to a slight risk, right? Even the Ballot Outlook, I think, issued that whole area, including Central Virginia, as a general thunderstorm day. That was what the Ballot Outlook looked like. So it went from a level 2 to like a level 0. We drove all the way up there to basically get rained on, free car wash basically. But we not even free. We spent money to go. We spent a lot of money to go up there in gas just to get rained on. We didn't see much of any structure. Which on this channel we like to get in front of storms, so we can see some structure. Like we love seeing shelf clouds over here. We like hunting down the wall clouds. Like we like to see some stuff that's presentable on camera. Getting into all this storm chasing stuff, I was also like somebody that was aspiring to be a photographer. So I would use that as an excuse, me having a passion for weather and also photography, to like go out before I started doing this YouTube thing. I've been doing this since like 2017, going out chasing storms and like taking pictures and stuff. And naturally growing up, having a passion for weather, I've like studied a lot of stuff and, taking spotter classes every year to keep my information fresh. And then also learned a little bit about photography over the course of a couple years. And I would just go out and like take pictures either with my cell phone, and drop them on storms and things like that. So like my chasing strategy and my style is a lot different than other people's. Like I don't just go after big tornadoes and hope to get a payday. You know what I mean? Like I try to just go out and see anything that looks presentable. Any cool looking clouds or sunsets or any of that stuff. I love sharing it. So yesterday was just one of those days where we just got dumped on and you couldn't see nothing but rain. There's not. There's no storm right now in Virginia where I'm at that's currently posing a tornado threat. Really not much of a threat at all anywhere. That storm that was going out towards the Blackstone just looks like it's trying to break up. It's all looking like a mess right now. Yeah, weather is very fascinating. Let's go down Boynton Plank and see if we can get in front of these storms that are coming from Blackstone. They don't look too convincing right now with these latest scans, but we'll get out in front of them anyway and just see what they look like. Just see what they do. Never know. Never know till you get there. Do you live in Virginia? Yes, I do live in Virginia. I'm a local in Virginia. So I mostly chase on this channel in the state of Virginia. Anytime you see any severe weather or severe weather threat in the state of Virginia, you can almost bet yourself that I'm live on YouTube. Any more storms coming towards Dinwiddie? Yeah, there is. Cheermaster, there is some storms right now coming from the Blackstone area that are going to be crossing Dinwiddie shortly. I just don't know if they're going to... I don't think you need to be concerned about anything with that storm coming in. Probably just a little bit more rain like you were dealing with earlier. And possibly a wind gust of 20 mile an hour or so. Nothing too crazy. and a couple claps of thunder, possibly. But we're gonna drive down here into the Dinwiddie area and just take a look. We're just gonna take a look as this thing moves in. Larry says, I'm from Virginia too. What part of Virginia are you from, Larry? Okay, Sean says, when does the Weather Front app drop for Android? That is a $1 million question that I don't know the answer to. That is a $1 million question I do not have the answer to. I wish I did, my friend. Shout out to you over there in Springfield, Ohio. Hope you're doing good. I wish I knew, dude. I got invited to the Weatherfront app to be like a chaser. I just don't know if that offer is on the table anymore, being that it's not out on Android and I'm only use Android. I could have switched to Apple and become part of the team, but I'd rather just not do that. So I don't know what it's going to do yet as far as the Android release and if I'm still going to be invited over to the team by the developers or not. The main reason I would do it is because I need extra forms of income to keep this whole operation of me chasing afloat and be able to afford to do more things with this channel. And obviously a sponsorship would help. When I had the Radar Omega sponsorship, that really, really helped out a lot. But at the same time, there's a lot of creators in the space that I tend to try to like not work too much or too closely with, just because our views are not the same. I still respect them, and I'm still open to working and negotiating with them. But just some of our views are a little different, right? I'm a low-risk chaser. I'm not really a chaser that goes out hunting for damaging tornadoes to make a paycheck off of. So, and some of these other people out there that they're like that. But with that in mind, like I said, I still respect a lot of them. It's just we don't work closely together, and if I don't get invited to a sponsorship, I am totally okay with being an independent chaser. I have been doing it for a long time now. I'm totally okay with it. I'm not going to sell my soul to the devil for a few $100s extra a month to be a sponsored chaser on a Radar app. So that's just how I do it over here. Chris says, I know you drive into storms. Yeah, I drive into storms still. And I still drive into tornado warnings, but I don't like do reckless stuff or like, oh my chat, yeah, we need this tornado to drop right now in this city so I can get my drone out and fly over top of the damage and, film it. Like, I'm not cheering for this stuff to happen. You know what I mean? They're putting a Wawa over here. That's pretty neat. I'm not cheering for this stuff to happen, like destruction and things like that to earn a living. I'd rather just go out here and do what I'm doing right now and just give ground truth and hopefully nothing happens at all and I still make a living. But unfortunately, that's just not the way the weather space is. Ethan says, do you live around Petersburg or Richmond? I live in a little city called Colonial Heights in Virginia. Some storm chasers drive away from storms. Why? Well, I do that sometimes too. So like the reason for it is it's a different strategy to stay in front of the storm. It depends on okay, so there's different reasons for that happening, but I could go on a whole tangent and probably bore everybody in the chat. But like, for example, if I get in front of a storm and it doesn't look good yet, I will try to drive away from it to give the storm some breathing room. Give it some time to mature, into something much bigger or something worth showing on stream. So there's that strategy. Or sometimes some storms could be so intense that people would decide to drive away from them. So there's many different reasons for people doing that. Yeah, chasing for calls. You're correct. I want to see tornadoes too, but I want to see them in a field, not destroying things. We've seen a couple tornadoes on this channel before. It just doesn't happen often, not in Virginia. We caught one last year on Hull Street Road in Richmond, or Midlothian, not Richmond, Midlothian. We got there at the birth of the wall cloud. Got to see it rotate. It got rain wrapped. We dropped south on 288. Got all the way down to the Chesterfield Courthouse area. Turned around, faced back north of the storm, and you can see it roping out. We caught that whole thing on live stream. And then there was also a tornado warning down here on 85 about 8 months ago that I was live for, and I drove straight down this road into a rain-wrapped tornado warning. And the winds were so bad that you couldn't see anything in front of you. Trees were blowing across the street, and that was one of those storms that I did actually back out from, because I'm not going to risk my life for a tornado that I can't see on stream. There's no point in driving into a rain-wrapped tornado if you're not going to be able to see it. You're just going to put yourself at risk. So there's been a couple times where I've been on tornado-warned storms and either seen something or it's just been too dangerous to even proceed with it. So there's different strategies for different days, different setups. Is there somewhere I can park over here for a second? Actually, you know what? Oh, there could have been right there. Let me go down a little further. Just a little further. Just a smidge further. This is what I want right here. I want a view in this field. But all these properties have like driveways and stuff that belong to people. And I don't want to push my luck with that. I don't want to park in somebody's driveway to try to get a view of a storm. So other than that, I don't see any open areas to really get a view. I know down this road is nothing but trees. We might have to go back to where we were at and sit in that little parking lot. We're going to find a spot to sit and wait for this stuff to blow in. Let me look at this latest scan here. Yeah, I just don't know if this thing's going to produce anything except for rain. Yeah, I've been in North Carolina a couple times for chases. I've been down to North Carolina for a winter storm chase too. I've chased North Carolina quite a bit. That church parking lot, actually. Sorry guys, I'm kind of just giving everybody whiplash. But I think that church parking lot looks good back there. We can try that church parking lot. not going to be able to turn around here. I'll turn around at the next street. What's up, Eater? Good to see you. The church parking lot back there. It's got a wide open view, it looks like. You can take a peek at that. Right here on the left, I believe. Should give us a little bit of opening here. I think these are tobacco fields right here. Not quite sure. There's still stuff in the way. They lined the whole front of this church with trees and stuff. I don't know, we'll give it a shot, see what it looks like. Try to hold on to this spot for a second. What's up, Legacy? Good to see you. Storms in Virginia, very interesting. We get weak storms in southeast Pennsylvania. Every time there's a severe thunderstorm is expected, it would weaken before hitting us. Are storms getting weaker? No, storms are not getting weaker. Storms are not getting weaker. Sometimes it's just the environment is not favorable for strong storms. And our coast on the eastern side of the country is a bit more challenging to forecast rather than like out there in the plains, you know, in the Midwest, because of the jet stream and you know, the Gulf and all that stuff that go into play with this kind of thing. We kind of get the remnants and the leftovers from the big storm systems out there in the Midwest. So, and how they interact and how they work after they go across the mountain range is just a mystery sometimes. It's really hard to forecast it. So sometimes the National Weather Service and the Storm Prediction Center will try to issue what they think will be, what kind of day it's going to be, you know, and then it just either doesn't pan out or it overperforms. In a lot of cases, we get a lot of overperforming days, and then in some cases we get very underperforming days. Like, I don't know if y'all remember back in March, there was a moderate risk of severe weather, and it was a tornado-driven moderate risk, I think. And it was not looking too good for the state of Virginia that day, and even some portions of North Carolina. It was just not looking good that day for the Mid-Atlantic, and nothing happened except for rain. We were supposed to have a tornado outbreak, and nothing but rain happened. This stuff looks pitiful today. North Carolina's getting all the action. Where's that magnolia tree at? Where's Violet Park at? Never been there. Let me look this up real quick. Let me see what Violet Park is. Violet Park. Oh, it's in Colonial Heights? That's over there where I live. I didn't even know there was a 300-year-old tree there. You're teaching me something. Shows you how much I know about my own hometown. Violet Park, Colonial Heights. Is that in White Bank? That's the only thing I'm seeing popping up. Or is it in Floral Hill? I see a Violet Bank Museum. Lixie says, you ever chasing the planes? I have not. Justin says I'm in Virginia too. The town of holy smokes. I would say, Chris, Virginia performs a little better than Pennsylvania does when it comes to severe weather, but it's not nothing that's worth the trip. I'm going to be honest with you. I do it because it's the only thing I can really chase right now. With, you know, the expenses and all that good stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. Evan's calling. Yo, yo. Hello? Why does it say I'm alone in the call? Evan was calling me, but now it's not. Evan, can you hear me? Let me try calling him back. Let me try that. He must have butt dialed me on accident. It's all good. Dude, this is kind of underwhelming. Storms have just moved in and just died. Justin says we are keeping Dylan here. Chris says, Justin, we want to spread Dylan's wings out. Lixty says, I used to live in Louisiana and would chase hurricanes and such, but I've recently moved to Virginia and tried to chase like twice, and I don't like chasing out here too much. Traffic and storms move fast. Yes. It is a whole nother ball game out this way for sure. Now, I'll say, Lixty, if you do want to try to chase hurricanes here, you can do that. You know, we do get a fair amount of activity when it comes to the tropics out here on the coast. The problem is this year I don't think we're gonna have an opportunity for that, because I think that the Super El Nino is gonna basically put a damper on the tropic activity. I don't know if we're gonna be seeing too much in the way of hurricanes or anything in the Atlantic, so I don't know if we'll have a hurricane or tropical storm chase this year. But those are fun to do. Those are fun to do. And when we get the when the tropics start, when the tropics get going and they make landfall anywhere in North Carolina or Virginia, we do get the remnants from those storm systems and it poses a significant tornado threat, right? So those are a lot of the days that I chase. So I don't know what it's going to look like on this channel in the next couple months, as far as, or like the next few months during like the peak of hurricane season, because usually on this channel I go out during like, you know, early autumn, late summer, when the hurricanes are moving in and things like that, and I will chase the tornado threats, you know, associated with the remnants of like hurricanes. But I don't know if we're going to get much of that action this year. Today is looking kind of dead out here. It looked a lot better earlier when I made the decision to go live. Oh, you live in the Manassas area? Yeah, I was out there last night. It is a disaster. Every time I go out there near Manassas or DC, I always like complain and say I'm not chasing out here anymore, and I still end up coming back. It is a disaster to chase out there. I was just up there yesterday, and I don't know if you were in here watching, but it was frustrating. Couldn't get around anywhere. I missed quite a few storms yesterday because of that. But yeah, if you come out here this direction, it's a little bit more free-flowing. You can move around a little bit more, but the problem is you can't really see much of anything. Can't really see much of anything. I'm looking to invest in a drone so we can start getting a view on the live feed above the trees. That would help a bit. I am surprised they haven't issued a severe thunderstorm warning for that storm out there in Boynton, going towards Lawrenceville. Justin, are you still in here? You got a nasty little storm system moving towards you. If you're still in here, Justin. It's not severe warned yet, but the line that it's moving with in North Carolina, they have a severe thunderstorm warning on that. Rainy mess out here in Virginia today. Nothing crazy going on. Things looked a lot better earlier. Everything in North Carolina is severe warned. Yeah, Diamond, I'm like, what is going on? I wasn't planning on going live today, and if I knew that North Carolina was going to perform like it has been doing, I would have for sure grabbed a ride along and went out to North Carolina today and chased it. You don't know until you know. Forecasting out here is really hard to do. Yeah, how did West Virginia chase go? There's been a couple of things that's happened out in West Virginia that I've just not even tried. Because I'm like, yeah, West Virginia's going to be nothing but mountains and trees, even worse than what we're seeing now. So I hadn't even tried to give that a chance. I need to put my my phone on the charger. That's what I need to do. Can't believe they're putting a Wawa right here. That's a new one. Yeah, I didn't chase at night for a long time just because I was like not comfortable with it and I was just starting out. But up until recently, I started chasing more nighttime threats. Like last week, we were chasing a tornado warning out there in Waverly. Sometime last week or the week before, something like that. They had a tornado warning out in Waverly at like 9:30 at night, something like that. And we went to that one. But by the time we got there, it had it was let to expire. We were a bit away from it, but we tried our best to get there. We were tracking all the way down 460 east to get to that tornado warning, but the speed limit is like 55. But with the visibility, with the rain and the wind, it was just impossible to go 55. So we couldn't get there in time. Are we going to Publix tonight? Most likely. You know it, Justin. I don't know if you heard me earlier. I don't know if you were in here, Justin, but I was explaining that you got a nice storm system moving towards your direction. It's out there in South Hill. It's not severe warned yet, but I can definitely see it going severe warned soon. You want to be paying attention to that one, Justin, as it comes in. This storm fell apart as soon as we got over here. Let's see what the Farmville one does. Farmville doesn't look good. Lynchburg storm doesn't look good. I don't know, guys. Don't know how much more of a window we have. Yeah, I was looking at that, Diamond. Earlier when I seen the mesoscale discussion was saying a 5% chance. They must have upped the probabilities, but I mean, like, did they not see what was out there? Did they not see what's moving? I mean, tons of severe thunderstorm warnings going up in North Carolina today. I thought it was kind of odd when I read the mesoscale was saying 5% chance. Even a 20% chance is quite low. They could have honestly gotten away with issuing a thunderstorm watch for the area, and it would have validated. I still think it's quite odd how they have the that line out there in Henderson, North Carolina, is severe warned, but the same portion of that storm out north of that line just across the border of North Carolina and Virginia is only special weather statement. So they see a little bit of a disagreement there. There's no way because it cross line. There's no way in the world that storm across the state line decides to go from 60-mile-an-hour winds to 40. I think they just have a bit of a disagreement with that. Lixie asked, have you ever seen a tornado? Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. I've seen a couple. Nothing too crazy. I did actually I will say that I seen one that was a fatal tornado. I did see a fatal tornado back in 2018. One of the tornadoes I captured on camera did end up hitting a house and killing a man inside of it. Or not hitting a house, hitting a business, and took one life and injured like a couple other people. That one was rated I believe an EF2 that was rated. And a couple of the other tornadoes I've seen have all been very brief spin-ups. Might be able to see some lightning. You're good. Go ahead. You're good. You're good. Go ahead. What are you doing? They just like wondering if I was going or something. I was trying to tell them I was not going anywhere. We might be able to see some lightning here. I like the lightning shots that you took. We get some cool ones out here. I had a lightning video that was featured on Fox Weather a month ago and on the Weather Channel. I think as well as BuzzFeed. That was a lightning I actually caught out here in Dinwiddie, just like 5 miles from where I'm at now. We were out here for like 2 hours. We were live that night, and we just had the GoPro running. We caught some incredible sky crawling lightning. And quite a few different news organizations were interested in that video, so I was able to sell that to them. It's a very blah day for chasing. Thought it would be a little bit more severe than this. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to say the last chance we have for something performing would be the storm out west of Charlotte Courthouse. And right now, even it's not anything but rain. But we can give it its space and see what it does. Dude, that, if you put on the KFCX radar, you can see the DBZ values on this storm out here in Lawrenceville. Let's look at it and see. Are we muted? No, we're not muted. Make sure you're caught up, Christopher. There are DBZ values up to 62 DBZ inside that storm. What is this thing doing? 63. I got a reading of 63. $67 on one of them. That's crazy. We got DBZ values of almost 70 on the storm out there going towards Lawrenceville right now. Definitely some possible hail in that storm there. Or just very, very heavy rain. Oh, you had to refresh? You got it now? You can hear us? I've been out there before, Night Rider. I've been out there before for a little bit. I used to live in North Carolina. I used to live in Greensboro, and I also lived in an area called Troy. I've lived out in North Carolina for a bit of my childhood. We've been out to the mountains before, but I wouldn't mind doing that one day, just driving at my age and just see everything for how it is now. I'll be able to appreciate it a little bit more than I did when I was a kid, you know? Yeah, I was just looking at that diamond. It looks pretty crazy. Yeah, it's over there near the Bracy or something, wherever. I guess that's how you say it. Bracy and Ebony. Little bit of velocities coming together there. I am so surprised the storm is not severe warned in Virginia. It's a little blip up there in Buckingham that's trying to go up. Be tracking north of Cumberland. Can this thing stop pulling me away from where I'm trying to look? Keep an eye on that one too. Might be going to Richmond at some point this evening if that stays together. Oh, Skyline Drive is such a beautiful place to go to if you like Skyline Drive during the autumn, like the fall time. Leaves are changing and stuff. Such a beautiful place to like just drive and cruise. The windows are fogging up. I'm looking at this Brothers Pizza Italian restaurant, and it's kind of giving me an appetite for a pizza tonight. Might get a pizza tonight for dinner. It'll probably just be a oven pizza, but whatever. I don't know what's going on with that, Justin, but that storm definitely needs a severe thunderstorm warning on it. Like you said, they might be on a P break or something. Something's going on with that. I don't know if you were in here earlier when you heard me talking about it, Justin, but that storm has a DBZ value of like 67 on it. If you're not using the Waverly, if you're not using like the Wakefield Tower, you're using the tower out west as it's reading higher, or you can probably just put the Wakefield Tower on a higher tilt if your radar app has that option. You can see how high the DBZ is. Huge storm. What's up, Sonia? I see you, you got your hands full right now. I know you got John to pay attention to too, and I'm imagining John's probably got anywhere around 1,000 viewers. Where was that at, trust zone? Oh, the one over South Hill, yeah. Yeah, about time they issued that one. 'Cause that is needed. That storm looks massive. Come on, y'all. What are y'all doing? Go. I'm just gonna go because y'all ain't gonna hold me up anymore. The stuff down there is going crazy, guys. Down there near the state line, like I thought that's what these storms over here were gonna do out west. Justin, I got to talk to my mama earlier. She got attacked by a cat, dude. My mama was helping take care of somebody's cat, and the thing attacked her. And she was right around the corner from my house, so she had to come to my house. And I had to, like, bring out alcohol and cotton balls and Band-Aids and get her cleaned up. The cat messed her up pretty bad, dude. Like, she was bleeding all down her leg and everything else. I was like, you hear about people getting attacked by dogs like that, but a cat? That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Why did y'all slam on brakes on me like that? Weird. Made my GoPro thing slide. People love to drive like weirdos in Virginia. Now my GoPro's in the floorboard. She should be fine. Foo 8 says I live at the next light, basically. Oh, you're not far from here at all. Storm out in Lawrenceville looks intense. And I don't know if y'all have seen how big that severe thunderstorm warning out there in Riley is, but it's a huge severe thunderstorm warning. That polygon is massive. Justin said I'm going to send my moppy after that feline. Justin was in the mafia. Justin, I'll be sure to let my mama know that you're sending out your crew out there to take care of the cats. Let me see what the satellite image. Actually, I'll do this when I stop. Because guys, I think I'm gonna stop and grab me a bite to eat, and then we'll see if we'll continue. So I'm gonna just grab me like some Wawa or something, and we'll go while I'm eating my Wawa or something. We'll go over what everything looks like and what I think is gonna happen. I agree, Justin. Can't have the Motley family being attacked like that. Should I change the membership name from Moist Members to Motley Crew? Evan suggested that earlier, but he says it's my channel. But I wonder if that would be a better one. Is the Motley Crew? I just don't want to get like some kind of copyright or something. Yeah, I like. Yeah, if we don't have signal right here, I'm gonna go to the next Wawa over. I'm gonna go to the Wawa down by Hopewell or in Colonial Heights, like down further into Colonial Heights. I'd rather go to one that's gonna have some signal. We can stay connected on the stream, and I can still be able to look at some weather products and things like that. So, and I think the Wawa that I'm going to right now is a better one in general. I just feel like they care more there. First, we gotta get across this intersection that's really difficult to cross. We're gonna do like this. Go behind these people. And make it a little easier to get by. I don't know if I can do a poll. I haven't figured out how to do that. I could probably do a poll on YouTube. Not stream, but I could probably do a poll on YouTube and see what the community all agrees on. Because there's some people in here that are not. There's some people on here that are not going to be able to see, that are not watching the live stream, that are a part of the community. Y'all can hear me? Tornado. Why don't we have signal? What is going on? Verizon is so bad in Virginia. It looks like a car accident or something. Something happened. get us some Wawa. We're gonna go over some stuff and see what we're gonna do for the rest of the evening. We could be live for another few hours, or we could be live for, I don't know, a few minutes. I don't know. We're gonna see. Once we get up here and get some food, I'll take a look at some stuff. Justin, Kate was working earlier. She had an early shift today. Well, she had a double. But with us being so exhausted from yesterday, she let the evening shift up, and so she don't get burned out because she's working a lot this week. So somebody took her evening shift, and she's got a friend that she works with that doesn't feel well, so she's going to take her friend. What do I do? I don't hear
To be honest, I think he's ignoring her. I wouldn't be surprised.
This is incredible how bad the signal is today. I don't know what is going on. Never seen it so bad in Colonial Heights. We're driving in areas where I know we have signal, and we just don't get it. Like, how is this? How the hell is Verizon on the best cover? It's supposed to be the best coverage and the best signal in the country, but we time after time have nothing but bad signal with my home internet with Verizon, as well as.
Did you get in trouble for being on your phone?
All around me. All around me. Thank you. As well as no signal anywhere else in the state.
Mr. Miller?
It doesn't make any sense. Why am I paying all this money a month to get no signal? Like, the signal's still showing me like it's bad.
Hello.
T-Mobile is best. I switched. Where is the cell phone signal? We might have to end the stream just because we can't get signal.
Are you guys trying to talk to me? Sorry, I'm at work. I was on my break when I was talking to you guys earlier, but now I'm back. But were you guys trying to talk to me?
I told you got in trouble, lady.
At a day, like, why?
You did.
We don't ever have this issue. Like, just here, we don't have this issue.
No.
For some reason today has been so bad. Y'all are hearing Noah and
Alright, I've already got all the files downloaded for Atmospheric X. If you just like show me all the commands and stuff, I'll give you 75% off the merch.
keep in mind, Noah told Cruz, I'm not helping anybody with this because it is really time consuming. It's very expensive to do this operation. And Cruz is like, and Noah said, I'm going to start charging people like $50 or more for to set up the Atmospheric X program. And Cruz is like, I'll give you 75% off if you just teach me how to do it. And it's like, how about you just give them free merch? Because 75% off is not equal to the value of what Noah is saying. Dylan, hit me up if you about signal if you want. I have a good amount of experience in low signal. I have a Starlink. I can't, like, guys, let me show you. Let me just show you what my Starlink. I don't know if y'all have ever seen one, but let me show it to you. This is my Starlink. right here. So I have one. I used it all last year. It sits right on top of the car. I have the magnetic mounts and everything for it. So basically, here's my mount that goes on the top of the car, and we've driven in winds over 60 mile an hour with it, and it's never gone anywhere. So the Starlink mount is really good, but basically if I take this mount that comes with it off and I put this one on and tighten down these bolts, now this whole thing goes on top of the car. Well, it's already trying to not release for me. Hold on. This thing does not play. The problem is, and I also have my power inverter down here, and I have the cables and everything ran throughout the whole car for Starlink. So all I would have to do is basically hook this in, tighten it down, stick it on top of the car, take the Ethernet cable that's plugged into my power inverter, and hook it to the Starlink. Problem is, I need like $300 to pay the bill on the Starlink. Starlink is not cheap. Starlink is not cheap at all. Very expensive. So it's hard for me to just run it on these days when I'm doing like marginal risk days. I also have a Verizon modem in here too. Right here. Pairing with on my phone, I have like network pairing. So basically it takes the signal strength from either Starlink or the modem or in like Verizon and bunches them together and allows for the signal to be stronger is what it says. But for some reason, we can't get a good signal anywhere. I just want to blame it on not Starlink. I want to blame it on Verizon. Just Verizon is just trash. Absolutely trash. And I have a feeling as much as I talk smack about them, that they're going to end up suing me one day. But I just got to be real. Like, I'm just a consumer that's giving an opinion. That's all it is. Y'all might have a different opinion, but I've been with Verizon for 3 years now, and I am like, it's just atrocious. The fact that I couldn't even go to Wawa to get food because my stuff won't stay connected, and had to drive down here to Sheetz where I don't want to get food, it's pretty sad. So we had to leave the Wawa to come to Sheetz because the Wawa, the whole area over there didn't have cell signal. What's up, Weston? Christopher, the reason why Starlink is that expensive for me is because last year I had it hooked up the entire year, and I was under the assumption that it was month to month, and I had the Starlink hooked up for like multiple months, where I should have canceled the subscription that when I wasn't using it, and they charged me for like 2 months of not, like, you know, I didn't cancel. So I have a balance on my Starlink account that is over $200 that I would have to pay. So until I get that $200 or more balance cleared up, then I can reactivate the it's like $200. Once I clear that balance, then I got to pay another $50 to hook back to satellite or whatever, to like get the signal. To start the first month, which is like the first few gigs or whatever, and then after that it's like however much I go over is how much they charge me. So it's pretty crazy. It's quite expensive. It does help a lot. Like last year we didn't have as much cell issues, signal issues because of the fact that we had Starlink hooked up. Dunn says, "Do you have a regular job other than this?" Yes, I don't get paid enough on this to make a living. I work for myself. All right, guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go inside real quick to into the sheets and get me something to eat, and I'll be right back out here. All right, guys. I got a turkey croissant melt. I wanted to try it out. And a fast break Reese's bar. I seen that Justin was like, "Hey, you should get a peanut butter M&Ms." I do like peanut butter M&Ms, but I did not see any. So now we have a turkey melt. We'll try that out. I'm not gonna make y'all watch me eat, so I'm gonna look at see if there's anything that is worth going after for the rest of the evening. And it does not look that way. It does not appear that there's anything good to go after. Should have just went to North Carolina today. That's where we should have went. We should have went to North Carolina today. I showed the turkey melt, Leighton. Go back and look. Lane says, just ignore everything Cruz, Noah, and I are saying, okay? I have y'all turned down.
Just wanted to break in and let y'all know I reassured Dylan that not to listen to what we're saying, and he does have the volume turned down on us, okay?
Not anymore, Leighton.
Good boy.
Oh my God.
Stop calling me a good boy.
What am I hearing right now?
Oh, no, how's that for Dylan? Okay, good.
I think, yeah, Good Boy is wild. I think we might just have to turn the stream off for that reason.
We really are sorry, Dylan. We're sincere. We sincerely are sorry if you can still hear us, dude. I'm not. Noah, I hope your boss walks right by your desk and sees you on your phone.
Let's look at some satellite imagery on here.
Oh, he already has seen me on my phone. I told him hello in sign language if you catch my grip. Sure you did, buddy. That's what's nice about working here. I can talk a lot of crap to my supervisors and sometimes not get in trouble. Sometimes. If y'all don't know what that means, it means he has gotten in trouble before.
Okay.
Yeah, I still work here 3 years later. I'm fine. Whatever, man. whatever.
So yeah, Andy, thanks for hanging out today.
Can we like actually talk about the weather now, or what?
Yeah, I gotta turn them down. Show what I'm looking at here. Satellite imagery right now. Let me turn on focus. I don't know if it helped. Let's do manual. I guess y'all still can't see. What is going on with the zoom? There we go. So you can see there's tons of cloud cover still in Virginia. And I think a lot of this is going to hinder the ability for storms to get going. Especially up back in here. The next line of storms I see is this right here. Okay. And if I play from the last 7 frames, waiting for it. Come on. Are you going to play? All right. All this stuff here moving in is basically just rain and dying off. And then you got some stuff back here with the past few scans has just been kind of tapering off too. Nothing that I'm seeing that is looking like it's going to be anything severe or worth chasing. Just basically rain tonight. Let's go back to our radar real quick. Yeah, I mean, it's all just basically rain. If we had time, we could shoot down into North Carolina and chase that one storm. But by the time we get there, I mean, who knows what could happen with that storm. We should have just been out there anyway. We could have actually went to Emporia. We were in Emporia like 2 days ago. Could have actually been in Emporia and made something happen. Oh well. Honestly, we didn't even know we were going to be live today. Kind of just did it out of surprise. And was hoping that things would do something at least, but another crapshoot day for chasing like yesterday. Oh well. Yeah, maybe next time. I thought I just heard a loud explosion over here. Pretty sure I just heard a loud explosion. I know. How long have we been live for? We've been live for less than 3 hours. Yeah, we got that. Give Chesterfield a try. Yeah, Chesterfield's got nothing going on. Chesterfield's got nothing going on but a little bit of light rain. Light rain. Couple drops of rain on the windshield. That's about it. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it here, and we'll try again another day. Let me see what the outlooks look like for the rest of the week. Marginal risk day tomorrow, and a general thunderstorm day Sunday. I don't know. Y'all might see me tomorrow. You might see me next week. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll keep everybody updated. But yeah, today was a complete bust. But we went live for a little bit. We gave it a try. It wasn't something we were planning on. Let's see some rain. You can film it. No, not that little bit of rain. I'm not going to chase that little bit of rain. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my gas money on it, Ethan. Save some fuel in the tank and maybe get some work done or something. I don't know. Maybe go do something on the computer. Appreciate everybody for joining in today. Thank you all. Appreciate all you mods. Thanks for helping out. Big shout out to Johnny for donating $50 and also dropping 50 gifted memberships. That was awesome. Definitely a very kind thing to do. And thanks to Evan for trying to use us on the stream, but even though we didn't get to see much today. Thank you everybody in the chat for hanging out with us today and hanging out and supporting us. Sorry, just 8. Thanks for hanging out and supporting us today. And everybody for hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. It's also very helpful to us. I will see y'all next time. Y'all stay safe out there. I'm waiting to load this thing up here. We got less than 100 viewers, so I'm gonna... Yeah, we got less than 100 viewers, so I'm not gonna rate anybody. But yeah, I appreciate everybody again. And I will catch y'all maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
Rolling clouds and skies of gray, chasing storms from miles away. Through the thunder, through the rain, we bring the wild to your domain. Thanks for watching, hope you stayed. Every twist, every turn we made. Don't forget to subscribe and like. We'll see you next stream. Alright. From Virginia